Ever feel like modern tools just make things more complicated? Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too. I tried digital, I tried AI, I even tried letting my dog pick squares on a screen. Spoiler alert, only one of us had fun. Hey crochet friends, I'm Mo, your crochet companion, and today we're ditching the tack and going full old school. We're learning how to create our own filet crochet pattern with nothing but graph paper, a pencil, a window, and some tape. Yep, a literal window. It's design day analog style. This one's for my fellow makers who want control, clarity, and a little creative mischief. And no, I won't be showing you the entire final graph in this video because the real fun comes when we stitch it together in part 2. Now, if this is your first time trying filet crochet, I highly recommend watching my beginner tutorials first. So I have 3 of them out there, well actually technically 4, but one of them was a really long time ago and it's a bad video. But if you're willing to go there, you can go ahead and find it and watch it. But the other 3, one is the beginner filet crochet tutorial. It's a complete guide with increases and decreases plus a follow along. And then there's the second one, which is the filet crochet refresher. Learn and see the Lacet stitch. I don't know why I have such a problem saying that word. And then the final one is the Filet Crochet Masterclass. So it's basically the other 2 videos all combined as one so that they're all in the same place for everyone. So those are available for you to watch. So what are we learning today? We're learning the different ways you can create filet crochet patterns, including techie ones that failed me. Why graph paper wins my yarny heart every time, how to trace a picture in a filet design using the window trick, and tips to make your shapes pop in squares. How to start, and finally, how to start translating sketches into stitches. So let's break it down. I'm not going to actually show you all of these, but the options, we're going to go over the options and why I ditched most of them. While AI, it's cool in theory, chaos is practice. My flower looked like a sneeze, or the entire graph that it designed. No offense to the AI, but it just didn't cut the mustard. And then the online chart makers, you know, I just felt like I was fighting the grid, not designing with it. So I've tried out a few. I'm not going to mention any names, but one was a paid one. I felt like I wasted my time and money. And then another one was free. While it was great in theory, I just felt like I was spending a lot more time than what I did when I just used graph paper. And then graph paper, the queen. So there was no lag, no learning curve, just me and my pencil. Now, let's go over our tools. Obviously, we've got some graph paper here. Old school graph paper, right? We've got tape. So I got my tape. I got my picture. I'm not going to show you the picture, the window yet. You got your pencil, your eraser, because you will change your mind, like I did. Yes, you can use a window or a light box. Kind of like we're back in kindergarten, I know. Tracing dinosaurs, but we're just going to do the thing, right? And then obviously your drawing image or whatever it is that you want to use. This is part of my design, but it's not the full design because I'm going to save that for a later time. Okay, so I've kind of already started. So the first step obviously is to tape your picture to the window. Not too fancy, right? We're just taping it to the window. Then we are going to tape the graph paper over top, and I like to kind of line it up according to the lines. I don't know how well you can see this because this is kind of precarious, but I kind of lined it up right here. That's where we kind of want to go. We're going to tape that over top. All right. And as you can see, that light shines through like, and you can trace like a design wizard. Now at this point what we're doing is we're just coloring in the section of the squares that are more than half full. That's your field mesh. I'm gonna demo a portion of my design so you get the technique, but the full chart stays secret until part 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So we're just gonna fill in the spots that are dark, just like that with a dot. So if it's more than halfway full, then we're going to go ahead and put a dot there. So as you can see, we've got, I don't know that you can really see that, sorry. Trying to do this so you can see it. Okay. Let me back out just a little bit here. So this right here is the first few dots. Okay, so the one-hand technique is probably going to be the best for this, so we're just going to keep on going. And like I said, if it's halfway full, I'm going to go ahead and put one there. We can always go back and edit. And usually I do that part once I've actually gotten all the dots filled in, and then I'll show you how I fix that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up here, and then I will meet you back here once I have all of my border filled in, okay? Okay, got my little dots here, and I still have my little thing back behind. Sometimes you can see, if it's dark enough, you can see that underneath there. I really can't see it right now, but all right, so this is the part where I'm going to kind of clean this up a little bit, because since it's a circle, it's going to be a little bit more complicated to get it perfect just from doing the dots on the grass. But I got a general idea of the dots. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take my other piece of paper, and we're going to line it up on both sides. So as you can see, we want to make sure that it's even on both sides. So over here, I'm seeing that my dots don't quite match up with my dots on the bottom. So you see I should have a dot here, and then I shouldn't have a dot here. Or should I? Oh yeah, maybe I should. But see, I have 3 dots here, but I don't have 3 dots right here. So let's count these. So there's 1, 2, here. How about we get closer a little bit so that you guys can see it. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 over here, and let's count the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we've got the right amount. I'm going to darken these a little bit here. All right, solid. All right, so up here on this top, I have 2 dots on this side and 2 dots on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 and 2. So we want to make sure that we have 2 and 2. But down here, I actually have 3 and 3. So how do I really want to approach this? Do I want it to have a lot of dots? Do I want to have a few dots? So I'm actually, in this case, I'm actually going to take out the extra dot on the bottom. And then we're going to count this to make sure that we have the right amount. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now we're going to darken our dots so that we know that we've actually counted those and they are accurate. Okay, So let's use our graph paper. So now we have 2 dots. So we're on that second. Oh, you guys can't see it. So we're on this second row right here. So we're going to count these up. So 2 up here and 2 up here, or 2 down here, 2 up here. I don't know my which ways up and which ways down. So we're going to darken those dots a little bit. So it looks like it's matching up here as far as those 2 are concerned. And all the way across. Okay, so now let's look at the third row. So on my third row, I'm seeing that these dots match up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I've got an extra dot down here that I don't want. So we're going to remove that, and then we're going to look at the other side. Does the other side match? And I would say no. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I have 2 dots extra over here on this side. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so on this bottom we have 1 that is missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white spaces in between. Let's look at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I would say that those 3 rows at the top and 3 rows at the bottom are accurate and exactly the same. Now the only reason why I'm doing this is because this is an oval, and I want my oval to be correct. You know, I want it to be equal on both the top, the bottom, and the sides. So that's why we're doing this. All right, so now let's look at the, see, we've already gotten to the third row. Let's look at the top row here. So we know for sure that these 2 dots are going to be the same. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 white space dots. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I know I have dots in the wrong place. So let's look at this together. So let's start with this one right here. So 1, 2, 3. So we know that we needed a dot there. And then we need 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And did we have, this has 3 this way. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, so 1, 1, 1, 2. Looks like it's going to be 3, right? Yep, so we need 1 right there. And then that one has 4, and I don't think, yep, this one's not supposed to be there. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so our next line over, looks like we have 2 too many there. See, this is why we need an eraser. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go to the next line over. Whoop, got my paper stuck. All right, where were we at? Right there. Okay, so our next line over looks like it's even right here. Then we have, oh, right here. So we have 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. What's going on here? All right, 1, 2, 3. Looks like we have one too many dots down this side. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm actually going to compromise on this one because I think I have too many dots on this side and not enough dots on this side. And we'll look at it again in a full view, just to kind of look at it again, make sure that's looking about right and equal on these sides. Okay, so then we're going to go to the next one. This one has an extra dot right there. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This side's got one extra dot right there. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, there we go. I'll fill in those dots nice and even. Right, then we're going to go to the next one. So we have 2 here and 2 here, so we're just going to put an extra dot here. And it looks like it's all one nice solid line. All right, so now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I kind of like it being a little more balanced, and we'll do just 3 on each side. And fill in our dots. Okay, so now that I've got this side balanced, now I want to make sure that I have this side balanced. So now I'm going to go the other direction, and then we'll go from top to bottom, or bottom to top, whichever. Balance it out. All right, so let's look at the bottom. That actually looks better. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it looks like we tried to erase that dot, but it didn't quite erase completely. There we go. All right, next row up. Looks like we have one over here, one over here. So it was there, there, and there. So we're going to erase this dot, this last dot. Look about right. Anyways, it doesn't seem like it's as dark on that side. Huh. Let's try zooming in. That's just weird. Okay, so then we're going to go to the next line up. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 on that side, 1, 2, 3, but it looks like I only have one white space, not 2. So we'll fill that one in. And then we'll erase that last dot of the line. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. So this one has a white space, one white space. This one has 2, so we're going to fill in that second one. And we only have 2, 3, so we're going to fill in those dots and erase that last one. Okay, next up, looks like I'm about one dot off here on each row. And that's okay. We'll just keep on going until we have it equal on both sides. So this one, it looks like I have 4 dots straight up, but on this side, I do not. So we're just gonna fill that one in. And do we have 4 on each side? Yes, I have 4 on each side. Okay, so then we're gonna go up to the next line. Looks like we've got one that needs to go there, and this one needs to go away. Okay, looks good right there. Then we go up to the next line. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think I need to, yeah, there we go. That's better. And then you guys can see that a little bit up. Okay, this is where we left off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Next line up. Hey, look at that. That's just right. All right, and 1, 2, 3 looks just right. So we're going to fill in our dots. The next one, we are not correct. We're going to put our 3 here. And looks like 2. That's good. And 2. So I know it seems like it would be harder than doing, I mean, you would think that this would be more time consuming than using an AI or one of those graph makers, but I just found that I spent more time fiddling around with one of those graph makers than I did doing this. I spent probably 2 or 3 days, where this I figured out within just a few minutes of doing this, you know, and you know, I think I've maybe spent, on my original design, I think I spent maybe 30 minutes fixing my design so that it was even and equal. But overall, that was a lot better than spending days on a program that I still came out with a bad design, you know. So, in my opinion, old school wins on this account. And sometimes you just have to do that. You just have to go old school. That's also another reason why I like this graph paper, because it makes it so much smoother to guide and make sure that everything's even. All right, we're almost there. Looks like we've just got a little left to go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that even right? 1 white space, 1 white space, 2, 2. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. And there you go. All right, let me back this up so you can see the full picture. So now we have our border to our design. You can look at this way, go this way, but as you can see, we are perfectly symmetrical. That's the way I like it. Perfectly symmetrical. So either way you look at it. And this is the way you're going to do that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, you know, I would say circles are probably going to be harder than some things, but that's okay. We figured out a way to do it, and we lined it up and perfected it. All right, so kind of to just give you a little bit of sneak peek without any spoilers, what I want to kind of explain to you. So each filled square, which is the dot, is a solid stitch, or solid or a closed block as far as filet crochet, and then each of these white squares is an open block as far as filet crochet is concerned. So a solid square, which is the closed block, that is 3 double crochets, and then each empty square is an open mesh, which is a DC, chain 2, skip 2, DC. So what we will do when we start our next thing is we're going to start at our widest point on our graph. So right now your widest point is right here. So that's where you would start on your filet crochet project, is your widest point, so which is right here. Obviously you can start from this side too, but you'll want to start at your widest point, crochet from here up, and then flip it around and crochet from here down. That's the way we would actually do it. And then for each turning chain, you add 3 for your turning chain and then 1 more to start. But we'll go over that the next part for part 2, when we actually start working our design and bringing it to life. Graph paper doesn't crash, and it doesn't judge your doodles. AI said my design was like a platypus, so never again. And creating your own filet crochet pattern isn't fancy, but it is freeing. And that, my friends, is how you start building a filet crochet pattern your way. No software, no subscriptions, just good old pencil and paper power. Coming up next, we'll take the full chart you haven't seen yet and bring it to life in yarn. That's right. Next video, we're stitching the design together step by step. And do me a favor, like this video if you're craving a little less tech and a little more tactile. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2. And comment what kind of image you want to turn into filet crochet. Maybe I'll try it in a future video. Until next time, keep it classic, keep it cheeky, and happy crocheting.